All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call the hearing to order. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we're in Treaty 1 territory in the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. My name is Ron Merritt. I'll be your chairperson this afternoon. And introducing the panel members is Lynn Nesbitt to my left, and to her left is Mr. Kent Seelan. And our recording secretary is Kara Belshaw, and our assessor from the city of Winnipeg is Jamie Bergier. We'll be hearing application for revision of the assessment roll according with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested has been described in each application and will limit discussions to those matters. The statements that the applicant or the assessor make at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anybody speaking in these matters must be sworn in. Please be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the board. The board is appointed annually by City Council and is independent of it, along with the city administration. We make our decisions based on the evidence provided at the hearing and issue a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decision in respect to application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to application from exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included in the board's order. In respect to the hearing this afternoon, I will confirm the matters to be addressed, which each applicant, following the swearing in, will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the other applicant may have, and then it will be the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each party will have the opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all evidence about the application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket this afternoon. The session will close after the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decision. You will receive the order by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live stream recorded and will be part of the public record. I'll ask our secretary to swear in or affirm the assessor, and Mr. Reimer to be affirmed.
Please state your name. Do you swear the evidence you'll present today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Please state your name. Do you affirm the evidence you'll present today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Thanks.
I think what we'll probably do is go according to the docket that's here, I guess, Jimmy, and you can read the roll number and the file number. And I understand there is recommendations on here, so at that point you can state the value, and I would say that whatever it is, whether it be rents, market value, or that's how the recommendation came about.
Perfect.
All right, the floor is yours, sir.
Okay, so the first one that we're going to be looking at is file number 19-3534. The address is 971 Corden Avenue. The roll number is 120301-17000. And so if you refer to the handout that I passed around, Mr. Reimer and I have been in discussions, and this is the way that I had come to this value, and I think Mr. Reimer was able to agree to the value using his own methodology. But basically here I've adjusted the rental rates to better reflect market rents. And so the original assessed value was $3,375,000, and the proposed value is $3,253,000.
Mr. Reimer, are you in agreement?
We're in agreement with the value. Mr. Fugere is right, my method to get there is a little different, but we are in agreement with $3,253,000. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from the panel?
No questions.
Okay, no questions. Okay, we'll go on to Pembina Highway, 1181. The floor is yours.
The file number is 19-3339. The address is 1181 Pembina Highway. The roll number is 0307-1693-000. And in this case here, we have used the retail store cap rate. Just to give you a sense, we had this categorized, just want to verify here. Yeah, we had this categorized as a strip mall. But in our model, basically the one of the main differences between the strip mall, whether or not we consider something a strip mall or a retail store, is the availability of parking in front. And so you can see on pages 2, 3, and 4 that the parking is along the side and the rear. And so it actually, I think, works out a little bit better to consider this a retail store. So we've used the retail store cap rate here. And so the original cap rate has gone from 7.05, or 7.05 I should say, to 8.4. And so the overall assessment has gone from $2,093,000 to $1,756,000.
I thank you. Mr. Reimer?
We're in agreement with 1,756,000.
All right. Any questions from the panel?
No questions.
Okay,
No questions.
thank you. Pembina Highway 1601. Whenever you're ready.
And so the file number is 19-3778. The address is 1601 Pembina Highway. The roll number is 0309-12-15700. And so in this case, we've adjusted the rental rates looking to market, and we've used the parameters of the retail store. And so the original assessed value was $1,129,000, and we've revised it downward to $1,010,000.
I thank you. Mr. Reimer?
We're in agreement with 1,010,000.
Okay, any questions from the panel? Okay,
No.
No questions.
all right, we'll go on to the next property, 3651 Robin Boulevard. Whenever you're ready.
So the file number here is 19-3302. The address is 3651 Roblin Avenue. The roll number is 010014345500. And this has an exempt portion to the value. So if you'll see, the handout had to do it landscape style here to get both streams. So here we've adjusted the parameters. Basically, we've looked at borrowing the retail parameters here. I think this is a property that we would have to review further on how we classify it. I'm more comfortable with the retail parameters being used here. You can see the property on page 2 and 3 of my brief if you like. We had it categorized as a neighborhood shopping center, but I think that's a bit of a stretch in this particular case. As you can see, it's sort of got retail frontage at the front, and you could look at it more like a 2-story strip mall or a 2-story suburban office. But at any rate, we've revised our parameters, basically each of them I believe here, and then we've used some of Mr. Reimer's rents as well. And so the commercial stream, the 60T, is on the left, and that has gone from the original assessment of $1,124,000 down to $886,000, and the class 40 exempt has gone from $603,000 down to $528,000.
I thank you. Mr. Reimer?
We're in agreement with the values as presented.
Okay. We'll go to St. Anne's Road, 117, whenever you're ready.
So the file number is 19-3781. The address is 117 St. Anne's Road, and the roll number is 08000767100. And here we've revised the areas based on basically our floor plans for the building. And we've also revised the rental rates, looking at market rents. And so the value has gone from $559,000 down to $492,000.
Thank you, Mr. Reimer.
We're in agreement with 492,000.
Okay, any questions from the panel?
No questions.
Okay,
No questions.
thank you. We'll go to St. Mary's Road, 553, whenever you're ready.
The file number is 19-3785. The address is 553 St. Mary's Road. The roll number is 08000292400. And again, this is another property that I personally disagree with the categorization that we had of it. So it was using neighborhood shopping center parameters, but again, you can see on page 2 and 3 of my brief that it's storefront retail that's really right up alongside St. Mary's Road. So I've looked to market rents in my recommendation, as well as using the retail parameters. And I have also looked at the vacancy. There's been some, albeit shorter periods of vacancy, but there has been some vacancy ongoing at the mall. So we've matched the vacancy that was asked for last time at 7.5%. And so the overall value goes from $1,119,000 down to $833,000.
Thank you, Mr. Reimer.
We're in agreement with 833.
Okay. We'll go to Portage Avenue, 3380, whenever you're ready.
The file number is 19-3453. The address is 3380 Portage Avenue. The roll number is 075690999600. So here's a case where we had two income streams on the property. Again, you can see pictures of the property on page 2 and 3 of my brief. We had them separated out, but if you look at the parcel, it's unlikely that they would, for example, sell separately here. So we've put them together under the neighborhood shopping center stream. And neighborhood shopping centers often, kind of, the idea is that they have multiple uses on the site. We've just used the one income stream here, and we've adjusted the rental rate slightly, and we've matched the parameters from the vehicle service garage to the neighborhood shopping center. And you should be able to reference that against what we have on page 6 and 7 of our brief. And so the overall value has gone from $6,290,000 down to $6,147,000.
Thank you. Mr. Reimer?
We're in agreement with 6,147,000.
Okay. We'll go to the last one on the docket, which is 1021 McGregor Street. Whenever you're ready.
The final number here is 192920. The address is 1021 McGregor Street. The roll number is 110305821100. And the only thing that we've adjusted here is the capitalization rate based on the quality and location of this particular strip mall. And so the original assessed value was $1,253,000, and we're recommending $1,127,000.
Mr. Reimer?
We're in agreement with the value.
All right. I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your appearance, and
Thank you.
you know the results.